The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. You see the numbers on the ground a week ago for HN. 11 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
They'll run here with a rookie. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. You look at this Patriots defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Patriots take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And the talented young man took over as a full-time starter week 6 of last season, showed a ton of promise as a rookie, despite having minimal help around him. His talent and potential, vast. I expect him to have a huge second year in the NFL.
The rushing numbers for Stevenson from last week. 7 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
And only 7 carries in last week's game, and I just don't know how any runner can really get loose and feel like they're into the game with that few carries. You've got to get that number up to around 15.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Got a man. It's Kayshon Boutte. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs.
First down. It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Patriots.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Patriots at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 3, 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Trevion Henderson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Take a look at this Patriots defense. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really have something to talk about.
That's the challenge.
Well, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Jones on the return. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point, because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Throwing here is May. Setting up a screen for Stevenson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 3rd down and 6.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw, it's May. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now Tua. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Tua going to throw. Short throw caught by Dosich. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards.
That's good for the Dolphins. First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll run. H.M.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Lost a yard. It's now third and goal.
Looking to pass. Tua. Toward the pylon, caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. They'll go. H.M. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Devon H.M. his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Here's May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll throw with May. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
To the air, May. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me, because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. They'll swing this out wide. Here's H.M. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Now a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On the return is Jones. The 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Open man here, the tight end Henry. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
A gain of 19 yards. And a Patriot first down.
Looking to throw, May. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Patriots first down. A gain of 12. First down.
From the shotgun, May with it. Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Here's Corey Ellis on for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Go ahead. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So halftime straight ahead, and that means we go to Scott Hansen. It is our EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott,
our tour around the NFL starts now at legendary Lambeau Field. It's the Packers at home to take on the Commanders. And this is Christian Watson. He's going to run a deep route, look it in, and he's gone. And when it's all said and done, that's an 80-yard catch and run for the touchdown. The Packers able to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. They win it in the final moments. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And this is Sam Darnold. He's got a couple of touchdown passes in this first half, including this one. The Seahawks have the lead at the half in a battle of teams looking to avoid starting 0-2. Lastly, let's go over to MetLife Stadium. The Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills. And here's a man who went for 1,000 yards last year, James Cook. He gets a seal here, and up the alley he goes. The Bills with a big lead on the road at the half. With that, a look at the rest of the scores from a jam-packed Week 2 of the new NFL season. Meanwhile, our game has lived up to the hype. Just a field goal separates these two teams. 10-7 your score as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here are the Patriots to take over. They were winners last week, defeating the Raiders, and right now they're in the driver's seat here as they start off 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. He'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup.
May going to give it to Henderson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with May. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the 3rd quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
Anthony Jennings in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Here's Jones. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And they will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. From the shotgun, it's May. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
On play action, May. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Kenneth Grant in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. In motion is Westbrook-Ikhine. Now Tua going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff as he'll drop to throw it.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the
Tua sets up to pass it. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Anthony Jennings able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on for the fifth time here today. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky.
New England's offense set to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Throwing here is May.
He's got Hooper on the short connection. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Second down and 8. From the gun, it's May.
They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw now in his own end zone. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And that's checked down to Gordon.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 18-yard line.
They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 3.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Now Tua are going to try and sneak it.
Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for fourth down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This from 32 yards away.
Patterson's kick is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Now comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
To throw, it's May. They set up the screen for Stevenson.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
It's a loss of 2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
Miami set to take over. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
On the tackle. A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line.
Tua. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Jalen Hawkins on the coverage.
Now Tua.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's Jones on the return. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. So the Patriots coming out now. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for the Patriots. First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Setting up a screen for Stevenson.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. He's made one and he's missed one thus far. This for the win. And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Here's 1st and 10.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Get set.
Throwing Tua. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this one is incomplete. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So it's the Patriots who will have first crack at it as we're back underway here in overtime. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Here's May. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll throw with May.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To the air, May. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. The Patriots send out their punter. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Pulled in at the 24. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And it'll be Dolphin football. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to pass. Tua.
It's intercepted.
Marcus Jones picks it.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Patriots.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home, so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for the Pats, it's an early road victory as they move to 2-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week